Coming to you live from the world's latest third world country, the US of A. It's Vegas Weekly, and I'm not wearing any pants. Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. It's going to be another fairly short show this week, but we're going to cover a few major topics in Vegas news, show you another great cocktail. We've got a fun Vegas tip, particularly for those of you who enjoy playing those online slot games. I want to appreciate everybody who dropped by during the premiere of our 2020 retrospective, looking back on some of the highlights and maybe lowlights of the year. So, as I think I've mentioned here on the show, I know I mentioned it in the most recent live stream, my role at my job has changed recently, and I'll have a fairly set schedule, which will give me Tuesday and Wednesday off most every week, but rarely, if ever, a Friday or Saturday. So I probably won't be doing quite as long a segment on the Vegas Weekly broadcast. We'll just kind of do a briefing on some of the top news stories. Obviously, if there's a huge story that breaks, like the Tony Hsieh thing or, a Vegas shutdown of some sort, we'll talk more extensively about that. On a positive note, though, it gives me a couple of days midweek and makes me think that we are going to bring back either This Week in Vegas history or some sort of a Wednesday broadcast. For year and a half, we always did a Saturday show and a Wednesday show, and I think we're going to be doing a Wednesday show. So looking forward to that. So I don't know if we'll put it together this week. We may. Hopefully you're already subscribed to the channel. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and anytime that we put out a video, you'll hear about it and hopefully can check it out. This week in the news in Las Vegas, there's not a lot of good news, particularly if you're a Canadian traveler who's already struggled with quarantine requirements if they fly in and out of Vegas. But the Canadian government has placed even more restrictions on travel. In order to return, or I guess to visit Canada, one has to have a valid negative COVID test within, I don't know, I assume within couple of days minimum to prove that, and that starts on February the 1st, and that's likely to derail a lot of people from traveling. As a result, a number of airlines, I think particularly WestJet, from what I could see the other day, has canceled a number of flights from Canada. So it's going to be even more difficult for our friends north of the border to visit Las Vegas, and that's certainly a shame. Hopefully we'll see some improvements in that over the next month or two, and we can see some of those restrictions eased, at least, if not removed. Unfortunate news there. Unfortunate news as well if you're a fan of the Venetian and its owner, Sheldon Adelson. He announced this week he's going to be stepping away from the day-to-day operations of the Venetian. I didn't figure he was all that involved. He's 87 years old. Man is 87 years old, okay? But he's going to be undergoing treatment from cancer. He has non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, so not the biggest fan of Sheldon Adelson, but we certainly wish him the best. We also wish the best to the 140-odd MGM management team that's apparently going to be laid off or has been laid off. Just another side effect of this very difficult past 10 months or so. There's just not the business there. And clearly there's not the business there, because I go on the MLife site and just ridiculous deals. And speaking of that, it's not really news, but I guess it's kind of news. I did request off the final week of February. I'm going to try to make a trip, 4 or 5 days, see if we can get out there, enjoy Vegas a little bit, probably midweek, just to stay away from the crowds. I don't need a lot of crowds. I'm around people all the time. So we'll let you know the progress on that. And like I said, looks like a lot of free rooms. Of course, I'm likely going to be paying the resort fee, but that's nothing compared to what we would have been paying a year ago. So I did also hear this week that this is not good news either, that the first weekend in October, when we're planning the Rocktober event, things are very pricey. So I don't know if we'll amend some of those times and dates, or hopefully we'll see some of those prices come down. But there you go. And finally, in club news, and you know, on this channel, I think you know that we are just, our finger is on the pulse of the Vegas club scene. So did want to report on some news there. The Tao Group, which has been rumored recently to be acquiring the Hakkasan Group. There you go. That's been the rumor, but now we hear it's pretty sure that they are going to be acquiring the club Omnia, which has been a very popular club at Caesar's Palace over the past several years. So that appears to be pretty solid news. I do think it's ironic, and yes, I think ironic is the correct term here, that a source of revenue which the casinos have definitely been pushing over the past decade or more, the major nightclubs, I think it's sort of jumped the shark a couple of years ago. I don't think it's been quite as popular, but obviously there's been no revenue from the club business at all for the past 10 months. Almost everything else has opened up a little bit. There's even been some shows, or obviously restaurants and bars and casinos and hotels have reopened, but these clubs are like wall-to-wall sweaty people, okay? So I don't know how soon we're going to see a return there. So probably going to be a lot more upheaval in the Las Vegas club scene, which, let's be honest, it's a scam. They get men to pay hundreds and thousands of dollars to go in and drink, and they let beautiful women in for free. And we go for that because we're men, okay? And speaking of a man, is there a manlier man than our regular mixologist, PJ? He's got a martini for us tonight. Now, it's not technically a martini. A martini is a word that goes around a lot nowadays, but we put it in what we call a martini glass, which it's not even really a martini glass. Let's not get into that. But PJ's got a martini for us tonight, and so we're gonna check him out and see about this drink. I'm guessing it's gonna be a good one. At least it won't cost you $1,000. I don't think. PJ, want to rescue me here?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Cocktail of the Week with your host and not a professional bartender, PJ.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another fabulous episode of Cocktail of the Week 2021, our first official cocktail. Hey John, how you doing, buddy? Hopefully January 2021 is going great for you so far. I know it's only 9 days into the year, but can't be any worse than last year, right? All right, hey ladies and gentlemen, today we have a very special drink going out to three lovely ladies. You might have heard of them. The Slot Gypsy Travel, or Slot Gypsies Travel. Leanne, Jackie, and Karen. They have a special drink they asked me to make, and it is called the Gypsy Love Martini. Just 3 ingredients and 1 delicious garnish. So, let's get right into it, shall we? We're going to have coconut rum, peach schnapps, cranberry juice, and we're going to garnish that with 3 lovely strawberries, 1 for each gypsy. Let's get into it, shall we? John, you ready? Everybody ready? Fantastic. First thing we're going to do is grab my shaker, grab my measuring cup, and grab our ingredients. Okay, first thing we're doing is 1.5 ounces of coconut rum. I've already put the ice in the shaker. Do 1.5 ounces of coconut rum. Malibu, if you got it. I'm still finishing up my Captain Morgan's Parrot Bay, which is a little sweeter than Malibu rum. So if you like your rum sweet, coconut rum sweet, go with the Parrot. Otherwise, Malibu is fine. 1 ounce peach schnapps. 1 ounce of peach schnapps. Gonna have to get some more. I'm about out. I'm running out of a lot of stuff. Alrighty. And 4 ounces of cranberry juice. Fresh bottle here. Here's 2. There is 4. Alrighty. Pop that back, put that back. We'll just throw that right behind me. Get our lid. And ladies and gentlemen, let's commence the shaking. I ordered a new shaker. It hasn't come in yet. But we'll do okay. This one works just fine. I saw a new high-tech one. It doesn't leak. And no condensation on the outside. So I'm kind of interested in seeing how that's going to work. All right, enough shaking. Now, we've got our chilled martini glass. Because this is a nice chilled drink. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Gypsy Love Martini. Shall we? And 3 lovely strawberries, 1 for each lovely gypsy. Karen, Jackie, and Leanne. Ladies and gentlemen, John, I present to you the Gypsy Love Martini. Does that not look tasty? Let's find out, shall we? Oh, cheers, everybody. Ladies. Ooh. Ooh, tasty indeed. That is, man, peach schnapps and coconut rum. I wouldn't have thought, I didn't know how that was going to taste, but that really tastes good. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you haven't already, and you want to know what a Gypsy Love Martini tastes like and why these ladies love this drink, coconut rum, peach schnapps, cranberry juice. Strawberry is optional, but it does look nice. John, how's that look? Huh? It tastes delicious, buddy. Ooh, yes. Yes, indeed. Alrighty, as always, ladies and gentlemen, please leave a thumbs up. Write a comment down below. And of course, we're still trying to get John to 10,000 subscribers. We're getting closer every day. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Tell 3 friends, tell them to tell 3 friends. So on down the line, we'll be at 10,000 in no time. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Gypsy Love Martini. John, thanks again for having me back on Vegas Weekly and Cocktail of the Week. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a cocktail in mind, you want to be on Vegas Weekly and Cocktail of the Week, let John know. We'll be glad to have you. Until next time, please drink responsibly. And I am out of here. Peace, everybody. Happy 2021. I'm taking this lovely lady with me.
All right, thanks again, PJ, for everything you do and do for the channel. Do you want to give PJ a week off? Do you want to let him relax, enjoy his life, and just do his golf course thing and his Uber driving? then hit me up at jaraswift at vegastipstricks.com. You'll see it right below. And hey, if you want to have a cocktail of the week, or if you have another idea for a contribution to the show, that's a possibility too. Gives you a great opportunity to promote your channel. This isn't the biggest show in the world, but if you've just started something out or you just have a couple of hundred subscribers, it might help you out. So there you go. All right, so we're going to wrap up today's show with another Vegas tip or trick, because this is Vegas tips or tricks. And this one is for folks specifically that enjoy playing the Win Slots app. And I got to be honest, I'm probably not going to play it much in the future. I haven't had much good luck. I'm going to try to book one more free night, because that's all the gems I have when I go to Vegas in February. But after that, I don't know if I'll keep playing. You got to spend money anymore to actually book rooms. And while it's still a reasonable deal, I don't know that I'm necessarily going to follow it. I've enjoyed my time at the Wynn, and it definitely has introduced me to a property that I had rarely spent much time at. But like I said, I just don't know how long I'm going to keep playing it. But if you're playing it, there's something you need to know. So put your ears on right now. Anyway, the way the Wynn app works is you have an earning period. And I don't know if it's the same for everyone. I know mine is about to flip over, but it may be different for different people depending upon the time that you joined the app and started playing. But you can click on your status board, which will say something like 1, 2, 3, or 4, and it will tell you how many more days you have before the end of your earning period. If you're planning to use the app to book a room, you're going to have to spend money. But a good way to maximize the value of the money spent is to make sure you're doing it at the very start of the earning period. There is no way, the Ace of Vegas, and he is the man, has proven there is no way you can possibly earn enough points for free to ever stay at the Wynn using the Wynn app. So these earning periods are in 90-day segments. And I know mine is about to end in the next 8-9 days. That's why I'm going to book a room for February before it does end. But you have to take a look at the money it's going to cost you to, and I still think it's worth it if you really look at it compared to what it would cost you to spend money to stay at the Wynn without using the app. But it's still going to cost you money. If you've decided you're going to spend money, whether it's $200, $300, $400, here's the deal. Spend it right at the beginning of your earning period. Because not only will you already automatically qualify to book rooms during that 90-day earning period, but at the end of that earning period, you will have an additional 90 days where you will continue to have that status. So if you are like me, someone who typically goes to Vegas at least a couple, 2-3 times a year, you're going to have an opportunity to use that benefit a couple of different times. Whereas if you just wait around until the end of the earning period and are like, oh, yeah, I'm going to spend some money so I can book a room, you're only going to have, you want to have 91 days to use that benefit or 180 days? That's really the question, and I think there's no doubt what the answer is. So anyway, that is a Wynn Slots app tip or trick, and one that I think is very valuable for someone who is a regular visitor to Las Vegas. And if you're a regular visitor to Las Vegas, hopefully you're a regular visitor to this show. We appreciate you all so much. Again, hit that like, subscribe button, comment if you have thoughts on today's show. If you want to be a very, very special Vegas tips or trickster, check on the Join app, and we'll let you know how you can get some extra value and help support the show. Regardless, I hope that you all have a great and lucky week. We'll be back next Saturday, and we will, therefore, see you soon. Take care.